and not sing the wonder of it, the joy, the challenge? Who can be born black and not exult? Wonder of it, the joy, the challenge. Who can be born black and not exult?
They giggle a lot and laugh at nothing. They whisper and pretend that they have secrets when boys are around. Girls are silly.
They don't know nothing about girls. Boys are stupid. Go ahead, Mark.
As time passes by, but I seem I want to cry. Why is this so? I don't know. Maybe because I want time to stand still sometimes. Or slow down a little bit. But what time does, it doesn't matter to me because I don't control time. But I suggest that you remember what you do during time and what time does for you. And never forget what it will do for you in the future.
What's happening to the heroes? Aunt Jemima, dead. Mother Goose is dying. Robin, and said that he would have to go to school. On the way to school, the Batmobile broke down. Clark Kent can't turn into Superman because Superman can't fly. Tonto went home to his people. And the Lone Ranger, all alone. That's what's happening.
And do nothing at all. College life can be hard. You can study all day, or you can cram all night. Then you can flunk tests or quizzes, and even lose your friends. College life is that bad after all, but you have to make it what you want it to be. College life can be only what you want it to be when you do what you have to do to complete the task at a certain time. Then you can relax after doing the job well done. So when college life makes you feel good or bad, always remember to do what is needed to be done, and then everything will be all right.
This story takes place somewhere between 1940 and the present. It is about a family and their struggles. First is Walter Lee Younger, a man who's consistently failing and trying to find his place and identity, his identity. Beneath her, his sister, a college-educated woman who aspires to be a doctor, who is very down on her brother. And Mama Younger, a woman who tries to instill into her family her values and her beliefs, but can't understand what's going on with her children, but she's bound to set them straight. A Raising the Sun by Lorraine Hansberry.
Son, how come you talk so much about money?
Because it's life, Mama.
Oh, so now it's life. Money is life.
It always has been life. We just didn't know about it.
No. Something's changed. In my time, we was worried about getting to the north and trying to stay alive. Now here come you and Benita talking about things we ain't hardly even thought about, me and your daddy. You ain't satisfied or proud of nothing we're done. I mean, that you had a home And that we kept you out of trouble till you was grown. That you didn't have to ride to work on the back of nobody's streetcar. Oh, you my children. But how different we done become. Mama, you just don't understand. Understand what, baby? What you talking about?
Talking about life, Mama. You always telling me to see life like it is. Well, I laid in there on my back there and I figured it out. Life just like it is. It's all divided up between the takers and the tooken. Some of us always getting tooken. People like Willie Harris, they don't never get tooken. Do you know why the rest of us do? Because we're all mixed up. We get that looking around for the right and for the wrong, then we worry about it, then we cry about it, and we still have nights worrying about the right and the wrong things, and all the time, the man is out there just taking. You know, Willie Harris, he taught me something. He taught me to keep my eye on what counts in this world. Yeah, thanks, Willie.
Son, you're making some awful pain inside me cry.
Don't cry, Mama. Understand. That white man gonna walk in that door, able to write us a check for more money than we ever had. And what's more important, I'm gonna help him. I'm gonna put on a show for him, Mama.
Oh, son. I come from 5 generations of slaves and sharecroppers. And ain't nobody in my family ever let nobody pay them no kind of money as a way of saying we weren't fit to walk the earth. We ain't never been that poor. We ain't never been that dead inside.
Well, we're dead now. All that talk about dreams and sunlight that goes on in this house, it's all dead now. What's the matter with you all? I didn't make this where it was getting me, just the way it is. Hell yes. I want me a yacht someday. Hell yes. I think my wife should wear some pearls around her neck. Somebody tell me, who decides which women's supposed to wear pearls in this world? I am a man. And I think my wife should wear some of those pearls in this world.
Son, how you gonna feel on the inside?
Gonna feel fine, Mama. I'm gonna feel fine.
You won't have nothing left in Walter Lee.
I'm gonna feel fine, Mama. I'm gonna look that white man in his eyes and I'm gonna say, yes, sir, Mr. Linder. You just put the money in my hand and you won't have to live next to a bunch of stinking niggas. Maybe I'll just get down on my knees. Yes, sir, Mr. Linder. Yes, sir. That's not a man. That's nothing but a toothless rat.
Oh, yes. Death done come into my house. Done come into the house on the lips of my children. You what's supposed to be my beginning again. You was supposed to be my harvest. You're more than your brother.
He's no brother of mine.
What'd you say?
I said that individual in that room is no brother of mine.
That's what I thought you said. What's the matter with you? You're more than your brother today. You done wrote his epitaph too, like the rest of the world. Well, young lady, who give you the privilege?
Mom, will you be on my side for once? You saw him down on his knees. Wasn't it you who taught me to despise any man who would do that? Do what he's going to do.
I taught you something else too. I thought I taught you to love him.
Love him? There's nothing left to love.
There's always something left to love. And if you ain't learned that, then you ain't learned nothing. Have you cried for that boy today? I don't mean for yourself and for the family. I mean for him. What he been through and what he done to him. Child, when do you think it's time to love a man the most? When he darn good and made things easy for everybody. Well then, you ain't through learning, because that's not the time at all. It's when he's at his lowest and can't believe in himself because the world done whipped him so. Child, when you start measuring somebody, measure him right. Make sure you done taken into account the hills and the valleys he's come through to get to wherever he is.
By the late great John Coltrane, phenomenal saxophonist. And the second tune will be Blue Bossa by Kenny Dorham.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
is it so hard to make people stop trying to make me more perfect than I already am? Now, stop the pain doesn't mean don't hit me so hard. It simply means leave me alone.
A friend. A friend can be many things. I heard some people say a friend can be a fool who act like a fool and do foolish things sometimes. Or some people say a friend can be a nerd. You know what a nerd is. You do silly stuff and do these little bit of things wrong sometimes. Or even a friend could be your mother or your father. Even though you may have brothers or sisters, you can't forget your husband and your wife. But this friend has to be special. This friend will help you in times when you need it, when you don't need it, when you're in trouble, or when you're in doubt. You may have a question or you may not, but he will always be there to help you. This is what I can call a friend.
Early in the morning, J.W. Brown, whipping his woman and knocking her around, said, "Answer my question, if you please." Now, how's she gonna answer his questions down on her knees, groaning, "Buddy, Buddy, wake up and go. Get Elsie and Margaret. He's hurting me so." And Buddy went running down the stairs in his brown pants over his underwear. Now, Elsie and Margaret, they didn't stir. Said, "Buddy, we sympathize with her, but for what you say, and as far as we can see, if she'd answer his question, he'd let her be." Well, she never answered his question as far as we could hear. But the sight of that child in his underwear, head bent and shoes untied, coming back alone down that empty hall, so sad, more than I could bear. It makes me wonder if anybody, anywhere, cares.
To make a confession to you. Recently, one thing has become the center of my life, sorry to say, and it begins with the letter S. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. You all participated in it before. At first, I used to look at it as something that served a purpose, something everyone needed one time or another. But now, to be honest with you, it has become an obsession. It's become the one thing I long for night and day. After a while, most people get tired of it, but me, never. Now this is a true story. I actually participated in it once for 18 hours. That's right, for 18 hours. And it would have been longer, but I had to stop to get something to eat. I used to do it only at night, but now it doesn't matter what time of day. It doesn't matter what place I do it. You got the bed, on the couch, on the floor, in the closet, in the park, and even on the toilet. Hey, whatever turns you on. It's like now, whenever I know I'm gonna get some, I just start bubbling inside with excitement. I just can't wait to get into the room and close the door and dim the lights and start savagely ripping my clothes off and then hop in the bed. It's like sometimes after a long session, I'll wake up with sweat dripping all down my back, but I didn't mind, it was worth it. And other nights I'll wake up with my back painfully aching on one side, but I didn't mind, it was worth it. And you know, my back was probably hurting because of different positions I was in the night before. You know, when I was younger, I had one standard position I used to like and enjoy it, but as I got older, I started to experiment. And all the joys I found, you got on your right side, on the left side, and you got, when you lay down on your back, oh, that feels so good. You got one when you actually resting on your elbows and your knees, the arch high in the air. Oh, just thinking about it sends shivers up my spine. I guess you all know what I'm gonna get into as soon as I leave here. Yes, it's like it's become more than a session. It's become my one desire, the one thing I hope for, my one want, my one wish, my one unquenchable thirst. Yes, admit it. The only one thing that I lust for. I just can't never get enough sleep.
we'd like to play another ballad and dedicate this tune to you all because you've been such a... last tune will be a tune entitled Mamacita. Mamacita. Before we quit playing, I'd like to introduce my fellow musicians on drums tonight and doing an excellent job, Brad Curry, who is a graduate student at Purdue. On bass, Steve Figg, also another Purdue student. We really didn't begin playing until the last time we played on October the 5th for the first time, and so this is our second time playing together, and we have more and more fun each time. All the way from Indianapolis, a Purdue graduate, Dwight Howard on piano. An important segment of the music when you get into jazz components is certainly the rhythm section, because that's the foundation for any band. I'm really what you call like a frontline player. If you see a trumpet out front and a saxophone or anything that plays out front, they're the frontline people, and they have the responsibility of playing the melodies in addition to what the piano player does. But the basis or the foundation for the band is really the rhythm section. That's your piano, your bass, and your drums. And so now, Mamacita. One, two, ready.
only a little bird lost in the arms of your smallest tree. You are a quaint old garden in springtime, and I, only a bumblebee, caught in a spider's web, spun by the shyest flower. You are a sea at moonrise, placid, deep, and I, only a silver fish, fashioning a ripple, close near the heart of you.
Tonight, I celebrate my love for you. It seems the natural thing to do.
Tonight, no one's gonna find us. We'll leave the world behind us when I make love to you.
Tonight, I celebrate my love for you and hope that deep inside you'll feel it too.
Tonight, our spirits will be climbing to a sky lit up with diamonds when I make love to you. Tonight. Tonight, I celebrate my love for you. And that midnight sun is gonna come shining through. Tonight, there'll be no distance between us.
What I want most to do is to get close to you.
Tonight.
Tonight, I celebrate my love for you. And soon, this old world will seem brand new.
Tonight, we will both discover how friends turn into lovers when I make love to you. Tonight. Tonight, I celebrate my love for you. And that midnight sun is gonna come shining through. Tonight, there'll be no distance between us.
What I want most to do is to get close to you.
Tonight, I celebrate my love for you. Tonight.
Ribs and tips, digging all the latest sounds, drinking gin and sips.
Put down that do-rag. Tightening up my phone. Wrap it up in blackness. Don't I shine and glow?
Hearing Stevie Wonder cooking beans and rice.
Yes.
Going to the opera, woo, checking out Leontine Price.
Have mercy.
Get down, Jesse Jackson. Dance on Elvin Ailey. Talk, Miss Barbara Jordan. Groove, Miss Pearlie Bailey.
Now, ain't they bad? Ain't they black?
Ain't they black and ain't they bad?
Now, ain't they bad and ain't they black?
Shoot, well, ain't they fine?
Black like the hour of the night when your love turns and wiggles close to your side. Black as the earth, which has given birth to nations, and when all else is gone, will abide.
Bad as the storm that leaves raging through the heavens, bringing the welcome rain. Bad as the sun burning orange hot at midday, lifting the waters again.
All the ash on the tennis court. Muhammad Ali in the ring. Andre Watson, Andrew Young. Black men doing their thing.
Dressing in purples and pinks and greens. Exotic as Roman coats. Living our lives with flash and style. Now, ain't we some colorful folks?
Now, ain't we bad and ain't we black?
Now, ain't we black and ain't we bad?
Ain't we bad and ain't we black?
Well,
Ain't we fine? My name is Cliff Gober.
Marisa Dunn.
Michael Sykes
Terry Watts, Dahlia Spencer.
And Ricardo Myrick.
thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I know you would.
You said it. Wait over there where you are. Wait a minute. How did you get that job? Get away from here.
It just keeps going that way.
I know.
I keep asking Carol about it. She said, jailbait.
I should have been down in one of them black schools.
I went down, saw it, yeah. I want to see it again. 'Cause I was it's not here yet, it's down in Annapolis. Where you going?
So that's like material things and all the other things, that's both.
You kept turning the other way.
I know, because I knew that camera was on.
I saw you, Paul. I saw you avoiding the eye. You can't avoid the eye.
Yes, I can.
The eye.
But I see you're a diplomat.
That was this program. That's what he does with the workshops to provide all the